to celebrate. It's 1985, we are on page 40, and my assistant got exempted from military service. Nicely stored in my files, we have the proofs that we really had a little party. And as this is the second day of my 30 days Kickstarter program, I'd like you to support either the English or the German version of the book. Spread the information out on social media to friends and families all over the world and make this project happen. So you have the book before Christmas or Hanukkah for the seasons in December. Thank you. Hi there, this is the third day of my Kickstarter project. So what I'm showing you today are the remaining postcards from South France. So those are the unwritten ones I have still in my box. The box, by the way, is the same you see here on page 54, 55 in the book. I need to live another life to write all those postcards. So do not forget to support my Kickstarter project, please. Hi, I'd like to remind you on the fourth day of my Kickstarter project to support my book From a Distance to You. What you see here on page 64 is a cup that still made it from 1987 to now, and as you see, it's still in use. Well, disgusting. Hi, on page 77, it's about India, our trip. What I have as souvenirs here still are 2 Kulfi bags you can put on your earrings or put back here. This is a friendly reminder on the 5th day of my Kickstarter project, and I want you to support my project. Hi, it's really hot today. On page 87, we're in the desert. And the cameras I've used at that time to take Polaroids, they still exist and they're still in function. And as a reminder for you to back and support my project, on Kickstarter, my postcard book, I'm taking a picture of you. Ha. Please do not forget to support my book project. Thank you, Matthias Brommann.
You're welcome, sir.
Mailand, 8. Mai 1990. Mein lieber Sohn, du bist gerade erst 22 Tage und 22 Stunden alt und erhältst schon die erste Post von deinem Vater. Daniele muss noch die Eisenbahnwagen suchen, welche er verlegt hat. Dann komme ich heim. Küsse die Mami.
Ja, die Postkarte habe ich auch wieder gefunden. Also nicht vergessen, unterstützt mein Projekt. Danke, Sarah Katti. Hi. Yesterday, Sarah read about the missing cars Daniele couldn't find in Milano in 1990. It's on page 98. Here they are. He found them after 27 years. And I would like to thank everybody so far who has supported my Kickstarter project, my book, From a Distance to You, aus der Entfernung zu euch. Printed in German and in English as well. So, go for it.
Wir sind in Nizza am 23.10.1985. Die scheinbare Selbstverständlichkeit des Reisens. In dieser Nacht läuft im Fernsehprogramm des Hotels wieder Der Mann mit dem goldenen Colt mit Roger Moore. Es ist das kostenlose Nachtprogramm des Hotels, das einmal die Woche wiederholt wird. Ich bin jetzt ein halbes Jahr verheiratet. In St. Paul wird das winzig kleine und im Winter immer kalte und zugige Restaurant für maximal 12 Gäste mein heimlicher Wallfahrtsort. Eine alte, freundliche Dame zitiert dann ihre noch viel ältere italienische Küchenhilfe, zuerst zum Gemüsekasten hinter der Küche und dann bringt sie uns uralten, überlagerten Champagner in 0,5 Liter Flaschen. Marianne friert hier immer und darf ihre kalten Füße in mein Hosenbein stecken. Ivo, darf ich meine Füße in dein Hosenbein stecken?
Oh ja, danke, Ingeborg Tramper.
It's me again. We are on page 103. We are in Denver and we have a strong snowstorm, a blizzard. And I'm speaking about the Ford Thunderbird 1957. And I really wanted to have that car, but the only thing I brought home is a Revell box from the Caboose Hobbies in Denver. So support my project, go on Kickstarter and support. Grüezi, as they say in Switzerland. So it's really cold on page number 109. And I used to travel with those folders. What you see on page 109 is the story of a little hare. And the little hare still exists, and one has been saved to send my book to your destination. So support my project, either in German or in English, and get one book home. Buongiorno, it's day 13, and on page 122 we are in Italy, in Pisa. It shows the famous tower, you know that one, right? So it says, look at the tower, cranked like yours. Schau mal den Turm, krumm wie deiner. And I'm sure one day, when my son will be a father, he enjoys the joke. The page I have opened for you on day 14 simply says, Ich liebe dich. I love you. When was the last time you said that to your love, your wife, your husband, your children, or to a very close friend? Here's an opportunity to do it again. Support the book and write your personal note in the front in either German, English, Hebrew, or whatever your language is. 26 years after simply means 26 years after I have passed the Swiss mountains with my racing bike. And the story here is about the fact that we got snowed in working for a gasoline company. The client knew everything better about weather conditions, but due to that, we had a lot of time to write beautiful postcards. So talking about winter, if you want to have this book on your seasons table at Christmas, then you need to support the project. We spent 2 days developing film after our return to Las Vegas. I entered $1 into a one-armed bandit per day with no success. So this is a part from the old times of the Sands, and this is a letter I have sent home. Frank Sinatra, Dean Martin, Sammy Davis Jr., they've stayed there, the Red Pack. And my advice, don't gamble, support the book and get one sent home for the season. Thank you. Viva Las Vegas! That's for today. Support the book. From Vegas, we're traveling back to Death Valley. So we have 10 rain days out of 3 they normally have in 12 months. We are buying cactus seeds, still unused, and I'm writing a postcard and a letter home. It says, Lieber Cecil, Mami sagt, du möchtest ein Bild von mir haben. Dear Cecil, Mami says, you want to receive a picture of mine. And it shows my open-air haircut on Zabriskie Point. Whoever got a haircut on Zabriskie Point?
The reference of the
Okay, again. Action.
The reference of the Hellgate Bridge in New York is meant to remind Anthony that we have the same bridge hanging on our wall. It's made of iron at a scale of 1 to 87. A trainee discovered it for me during a nightly drive through Aalborg, Denmark years ago. It is 240 meters in length.
240 meters in length. Thank you, Nessie.
Zum Rauchen nach Prag. Auf meiner 3. Reise nach Tschechien schenkt mir Libor Kormann aus Prag das Stempelalphabet seines Professors aus Köln. Die braunen Briefmarken sind aus einem Antiquariat und das Holzauto schenkt Anthony mir bei meiner Ankunft zu Hause. So gute Autos baut man in Waldorfschulen. Aus Zeitmangel schreibe ich keine Karte.
To Prague for a smoke. Stamps come from an antiquarian shop in Prague, and Anthony gives me this wooden car when I arrive home. This is the quality of cars that can only come from Rudolf Steiner schools. The lack of time prevents me from writing a card.
Only Vegas. December 2002, my 2 assistants and I fly to Las Vegas for 3.5 weeks in 2002 in order to develop a 23-motif campaign. It's called What Happens Here Stays Here. Only Vegas. On the second night, I find a little book from the 50s showing the sights of the city. I make cards out of all the pages of the book and try to send one home every day. Almost, I'm back to 16-hour working days, and there isn't always enough time to write cards. Es ist übrigens die erste Location-Suche in einer Stadt, bei der wir in gut 3 Tagen 39 Kilometer durch Hotelgänge und Hallen laufen. Es hat sich herausgestellt, dass das Valet Parking beim Abholen und Abgeben noch mehr Zeit in Anspruch nimmt, als die Hotels zu Fuß zu erreichen.
Danke, Dirk Darmstädter.
Nizza, 28.10.1985. Einer wird kommen und dich fragen, ist ein versteckter Heiratsantrag. Um meine Gefühle schneller und direkter mitteilen zu können, versende ich immer mehr Karten per Express. Post wird nach Ankunft in der Stadt unmittelbar mit einem Boten per Auto zugestellt. Wenn ich also einen Heiratsantrag verschicke, bekommt dieser schon durch die Botenzustellung eine besondere Aufmerksamkeit, zumal ich die Post vormittags schon in der Arbeitsstelle von Dagmar weiß.
Danke, Annette Meinke.
Im Alter von 6 Wochen fliegt Cecil mit uns von Hamburg nach Mallorca. Er lenkt die Aufmerksamkeit der Stewardessen von mir auf sich, was sich nie mehr ändern wird. Für diese Reise erstelle ich den Stempel Las primeras vacaciones de Cecil Maria. Die erste Reise von Cecil Maria. Für 2 Bögen Elvis-Briefmarken stand ich ein Jahr zuvor auf dem Postamt in Islamorada, Florida, für 1 Stunde an. Mit Cecil an der Hand, auf dem Arm, an der Hand, auf dem Arm, so lernt man als Vater seinem fast 4-jährigen Sohn liebevoll eine Warteschlange zu erklären. Er meinte, es sei lange gewesen, aber er war guter Dinge. A year earlier, I had spent 1 hour waiting in line at Islamorada, carrying Cecil, holding his hand and carrying him again. Well, this is a good opportunity for a father to lovingly explain waiting in line to his 4-year-old son. Although he said it took a long time, it didn't dampen his mood. No, it sure didn't. So go ahead and support my dad's postcard book, and you might get some cactus candy.